Good evening everybody. Welcome back to Swamy Vijay's EMRS PGT and TGT English Tier 2 class. The syllabus for Tier 2 examination PGT English has 4 sections. Section A is reading skill section, in which we completed unseen passages and then we completed note making and summarization. So 2 topics are completed. With the completion of those 2 topics, we completed section A, which is the reading skill section. Now second section is section B, which is creative writing skills. In this we have to study short compositions, long compositions, which include notice writing, poster making, advertisement, especially classified advertisement, and we have to learn invitation and reply to invitation. Long compositions, we have to learn article writing, speech writing, debate writing, report writing, along with letter to editor and job application. I checked the syllabus. Job application is not part of your EMRS syllabus, so let us stick to the syllabus only. If we get extra time, then I'll share that information also with you. Then section C is grammar, where we have to study tenses, clauses and other grammatical structures prescribed by the EMRS PGT English. Then last one is section D, which is literature. In that literature we have to study Shakespeare works, then Romantic period, 19th and 20th century literature, then world literature. So all these things are part of the English PGT English syllabus. Whereas for TGT, there is a few differences are there, like note making is not part of their syllabus and message writing or postcard writing is part of the syllabus. So these classes are exclusively for PGT English as well as for TGT English. Okay, so this is a briefing for those who joined little late or late. So you have to follow up this syllabus, and there will be no relaxation for any student or any aspirant or any teacher who joined little late into the classroom. You have to pick up the speed and you have to run as fast as you could. Okay. So today's topic is section B, creative writing skills, and in this section we are going to learn together short compositions. Okay, so let me scroll this one so that we'll go to the next one. So what is the section B syllabus? Creative writing skills, and these are part of short compositions. What is short composition? A composition which you make or which you write within 50 words. So that is a limitation of this short composition, 50 words. And these short compositions are part of creative writing skills, and these are from class 11 and class 12 CBSE or NCERT textbooks. So what is the ready reference for you is you have to go through the textbooks of class 11 English, main textbooks, Hornbill, and as well as the class 12 English textbooks. So from those textbooks only, or from class 11 and class 12 CBSE or NCERT textbooks only, these are the syllabus they have extracted for EMRS PGT and TGT English examination. So these are the 4 skills or 4 topics which we are going to complete today in this class in detailed. That means 2 methods. Those who are new, let me repeat again. 2 ways we have to study each and every topic. One is objective method we have to study, and we have to practice the descriptive answer, because these questions, though they are writing skills, they can be even asked for objective question. That means MCQ question they may give, and they may ask you, they find out the right answer for the MCQ. So 2 methods we have to practice. Objective method also we have to practice. Descriptive method also we have to practice. For objective method, I'll explain the theory here. We'll practice a couple of questions, and then for descriptive answer, I'll use my iPad, I'll write in front of you and I will show you the things. So I suppose everything is clear, introduction is clear and briefing is clear from my side. What is the method, what is the process we are going to follow and apply strategy to complete this creative writing skills. If everybody understood, please send a thumbs up. I'll gulp down few. Right, fine. So we'll now go with Ashok sir. Any question?
Nothing, sir.
Okay, sir. Fine.
We understood.
Okay, sir. Thank you. So first we'll take up the notice writing. So if the screen is clearly visible, fine. Otherwise I'll change the the view of this appearance. So I'll adjust the view so that only the screen is clearly visible for during recording, or in whoever watches the recording, now the screen is clearly visible. So for you, most of you, or I believe that many of you read this topic, even taught this topic in your classrooms. So what I want to tell you that I don't want to again repeat the same thing which I told in the beginning classes. Please attend these classes with open mind and give me a chance to share my information or whatever knowledge I have in the subject. You're all experts in the subject. You all have mastery in the subject. You have great knowledge in the subject. You have a good command over this subject. But please give me one chance so that I can share my information with you or whatever the knowledge I have on this topic. So please listen everything in the open mind. Okay, so I told this thing, psychological obstructions, psychological barriers created by our own ego in the first class. So I don't want to repeat again. I don't want to waste your valuable time. So what is notice writing? A notice is a formal written communication or announcement intended for a large group of people. A notice must be written in a proper format to avoid any confusion in formal written communication. Hence, we have to follow the below given points carefully while writing an official or formal notice. As I told you, questions come even objective also, so the questions may come in this way. Okay, what is the difference between notice writing and a circular? Both looks and both seem same. What is the difference between a notice writing and a circular? See, both are official communications, both are written communications, but the difference is a circular has a limited scope or a limitation. It has to circulate among the inner group or closed circle only. In an office, if there are 10 employees are there, so they will issue a circular to the 10 employees. That means it will circulate among those staff members only. It won't come out of those inner circle. So if an official written communication is issued to a limited number of people, and that too particularly to a particular organization or a particular department, it is called circular. Then what is a notice? If you want to communicate the same information, same matter to general public or to the n number of people or to maximum people in the society or in the country, so then they will issue a notice. Okay, so that is the basic difference between a notice and a circular. If the concepts are clear, difference between a notice writing and circular, please send a thumbs up. In that gap, I'll drink some water. Right. So MCQ question will come from this kind of points, difference between circular and notice. Now, how to write a notice? So we need to write notice following these steps. Examination MCQ, they may give you which step is not compulsory when you are writing a notice. So we need to also know the theoretical part of writing notice. So first step is place an address from where the notice is being issued. It is called the heading, or it is also called as address. Then mention the date on which the notice is written or sent. So we have to write the date of the notice, on which date the notice is being issued or sent. Then it is preferably to write the heading of the notice. Topic also we have to write, and then we have to write it contains time, date, place and relevant information. Then at the last, you should mention the name of the person issuing the notice on the left hand side. Use formal or appropriate language, and the word limit is 50 words only. And the marks is 4 marks for this question. Okay, so this is theory, because they may ask you question from the theory part also. Now let us go to the next slide, descriptive part slide. Now this is the format of writing a notice. So whoever has textbooks, I mean notebooks with you, please write down this format in your notebooks. The format of writing a notice is, first you have to write the heading. It is also known as address. And then you have to write the notice, N-O-T-I-C, notice word you have to write, because it should be clearly mentioned whether it is a notice or a circular. Because as I told you, the difference is between circular and notice is clear. So what that issuing, whether it is being issued, notice is being issued or a circular is being issued, to be clearly mentioned on the top of the notice. So notice must be written, and then whatever the question is given, accordingly we have to write the topic. It is also known as subject. All these three must be written in capital letters, and the titles must be underlined. So because if you don't write in capital letters, you will lose mark, and if you have written in capital letters, then you must underline those things, because the title must be always underlined. And that too, underline must be done in a single stroke or a single line. Don't go with dotted lines. Dotted lines are not underlined. That means different. Okay, so that address or the heading has some kind of difference at group tier parts. Then only we'll write those points will be underlined part by part by part. But if it is a single title, if it is a complete title, it should be underlined in with one single straight line. Okay, so start writing this in your notebook, and towards the left side, what we have to write? We have to write date, D-A-T-E, as it is you have to write. D-A-T-E you have to write, and then you have to write the date in British format or in American format or in the ultra modern format, whichever format you want to write, you write. But the basic format of writing a date is DD, YYY, 4 digits, 2 digits for date, 2 digits for month, 4 digits for year. Then we have to write the body of the notice, and the body of the notice should be written within 50 words. Maximum word limit for completing entire thing should be within 50 words. Then after writing body of the notice, we have to write by. After by, end with colon, end with colon. Punctuation is also very important. If you don't do the punctuation part properly, they will deduct half mark from your answer. So please use each and every punctuation. If I told you to draw a straight line, please draw a straight line. Don't think that it is not useful. Why? What is the greatness? What is the use of drawing a single straight line for a title? See, we never know whoever is going to check your papers. They may be very particular in deducting marks. So as we are all teachers, as we all have done lot of evaluation like CBSE evaluation or state board evaluation, so we always think in this manner that let us find the mistakes and deduct marks from the candidate total marks. So we have to be very punctual. So I'm not like crazy of asking you to draw a straight line without any kind of middle gaps. So please draw the straight line. Okay, then by, after by you have to end with 2 colon, dot, 2 dots, colon you have to end. Then in the question, if they have given you name, write the name, or you can do the signature. But mostly in official notices, we don't find signatures. So we have to write the name of the person who is issuing this notice. So always stick to the name only. Then the designation also should be written. If the designation is provided in the question, you should write the designation also. So this is the body of that means the format of the notice writing. I'll give you 2 minutes time maximum. Please note down this. Then we'll move to the example part, and then I will start drawing or writing one notice in front of you. Before that, I have to call the delivery agent. It's 7:22, not yet come to collect the books. Please write down this information. Please write down. And once you complete write down, please send a thumbs up. Right, fine. Okay, so if you have completed, well, If you have completed, fine. If you have not completed, please complete it. One more minute. By the time I'll set everything so that I can start writing. I'll show you an example, but still I prefer to write only one paragraph. Only one paragraph there, brother. You need not to divide that answer into different paragraphs because it is a short composition. But I'll show you a technique with which you can fetch out and out marks. The writing style. Okay. Only the writing style will be little different from your CBSE reference books, or I mean reference books. In reference books, they'll give you a single paragraph, but we'll follow a little different way of writing so that you can fetch out and out marks for each and every writing skill. Okay, so if everybody has written, I'll show you the examples. I'll change the slides. I'll show you this example. Okay, the delivery agent called. Hello, Raghu ಅವರೇ, ಅದು ಪಿಕಪ್ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಯಾರು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ? ಇದು ಅಲ್ಟಿಮೇಟ್ ಸಿಗ್ನೇಚರ್ ಅಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್, ಹಾರೋಹಳ್ಳಿ. ಯಾರು ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲಲ್ವಾ? ಬರ್ತಾರ? 4 ವೀಲರ್ ಬರ್ತಾರ ಅವರು? ನಾನು 2 ವೀಲರ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ. ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ ಯಾರೋ ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ 2 ವೀಲರ್ ಸಾಕಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಯಾಕಂದರೆ 17 ಬುಕ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ಕ್ಯಾರಿ ಬ್ಯಾಗಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. ಓಕೆ. ಆಯ್ತಪ್ಪ. ಓಕೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಇವಾಗ ಬರಲ್ಲ? ಇದೆ, ನಾನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ. ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು. Okay, let us see. Okay, so this is the example answer I have shown to you. Now, whoever has asked me the question, sorry for distraction. Actually, the pickup is not yet done. The books are kept ready and the pickup is not yet done for the EMRS book. So that's why I'm trying to contact the delivery agent. Okay, so let us come back into the story. So this is the example answer. Whoever asked me how to write the body of the notice, this is the way you have to write. See, now when I was working in KV Hebbal, that time I prepared this one. So heading is Kendriya Vidyalaya Hebbal. You can even add the name of the city or name of the place. Then you have to mention whether it is a notice or a circular. So I have mentioned it is notice. And then what is the topic or what is the subject? Inter-school basketball match. Okay. Then date I had written to the left side, 10/10/2022 on the date which I had written. And now if you observe the body of the notice here, all the students of the school are hereby informed that an inter-school basketball match will be played between our school and KV Malleshwaram. The details of the same are given below. Now what I have divided is, instead of writing this information in one single paragraphs, I have divided, not divided actually, I have just separated date, time and venue in a different way so that whoever reads your answer, it looks very visibly very appealing to them and they will find it's a different in an attractive method. Otherwise one single paragraph is also correct, but if you divide your answer in this manner, it looks more eye-catching. Okay, so date one way, time another line, and venue another line we have written. And then maximum gathering is desired and expected, and we have written left side by Arjit, sports captain. So whatever I told you, the format here, the previous format is absolutely exactly followed. But what I want to do you, because if I ask you to straight away write this one, you can write out, but when you write along with me, then you will get a good practice. So we'll write one notice now, so that we all will practice writing notice. in live session. So I'll log in using my iPad. So just give me 1 second time. General distractions happened because the books not yet been collected. Okay. So all of you please keep your books ready. We'll write one, what do you call, notice. Otherwise we'll do one thing before we go for descriptive answer. Before we go for descriptive writing answer, we'll practice few questions, MCQ questions, so that we'll complete this objective part and then we'll start with the descriptive part. So now I have to see who are in this class and then accordingly. So yesterday I asked from bottom to top. So let's start now today with top to bottom. So Aruna ma'am, please read the first question. All of you start answering in the text
Good evening,
messages.
sir.
First question, Miss Aruna.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, ma'am. Please.
The language of the notice should be option A, very formal, option B, simple and formal, option C, complicated and tricky, and option D, highly informal and simple. Thank you, sir.
Right. All of you start answering. I'll be trying to log in. Okay. Okay. So answer is language of the notice should be option A or option B. Simple and formal. Ashok sir, it should be simple and formal. It should not be complicated and tricky. It should not be highly informal and simple. It should be simple as well as formal. It should not be always only formal. It should be simple because the structure notice should be understood by each and everybody. So it be simple and formal. Right. Next, Arup Burman. Second question, please.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Arup.
Notice is always enclosed in a parcel, picture, box, or paper.
Right. So the answer, please send the answer. It is should be notice always enclosed. Whoever is giving answers, I'm not able to check everybody. Notice is always enclosed in not a paper. It should be enclosed in a box. We call it as a border. Within the borders only you have to write this answer. Right. Then Ashok sir, question number 3. Please read.
Yes, sir. Question number 3 is no. Yeah. Which of the following is not a part of the notice issued for found?
Read the options also.
Option A, contact person's details. Option B, name of the object found. Option C, place of the object found. Option D, identification mark of the object found.
Thank you, sir. Now others start answering. Which of the following is not a part of the notice issued for found? Sometimes we give notice also for found. So what is not part of a notice issued for found? Little advanced question. Contact person details, name of the object found, place of the object found, identification mark of the object found. Which one is not part of the notice issued? So we need to, which of the following is not a part of the notice issued for found? Start answering. All of you start answering. పదిహేడు బుక్స్ ఎక్కువైపోయి తీసుకుపోయేది కాదని రాలేదు రాని 17 బుక్స్ తీసుకుపోయేది రాలేదు వాళ్ళు 4-wheeler వస్తుందంట. Option A, option D, option C. Those you have books, you can open your page numbers, notice writing, the book which you have received are going to be received. Notice writing part. So the question is, which of the following is not a part of notice issued for found? Question number 3. The right answer is option D. Identification mark of the object found is not part of notice issued for found. Right. Next, Debrata Shah. Please read the question number 4. Debrata. Devabrata? Right. So, next, Dev Kumar sir.
Sir, good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir. Please read question number 4.
Where is the designation of the issuing authority written? Option A, on the top right hand side corner of the notice. Option B, on the bottom right hand side corner of the notice. Option C, just below the signature of the issuing authority. Option D, just above the signature of the issuing authority.
Right. Answer. I shown you the Debrata, I can hear you, but the turn is over. No, I can't hear you. You are not speaking, Debrata. Debabrata. Debabrata Baloshe. I can't hear you, Debrata. Okay, fine. So come to question number 4. If you see, where is the designation of the issuing authority written? Whether it is option C or option D. Just below the signature of the issuing authority or above the signature of the issuing authority. So answer is obviously option C, just below the signature of the issuing authority. This confusion will be cleared only when I write an answer in front of you, then it will be easy for you. But what I want to tell you that before we go to the descriptive part of writing, you can see in your book which you have purchased or you have which one you received are going to be received. So in that we have given few questions for practice. So all of you please practice, and you have to complete this book according to the same sequence in which we are completing. Okay, so now let me join from my iPad and let me write one answer in front of you so that it will be easy for you to understand things. Okay, because the presentation part is different, writing part is different. Descriptive answers cannot be shown, it should be written in front of you so that everybody will follow it and everybody can understand it thoroughly, properly. So now what I have to do is I have to share my screen from this side. So let me see what will happen. Start broadcast. Okay, right. So my screen is visible to you all now. We'll close tabs. I'll come to this part. Okay. So this one was okay. This one will go like this. We'll go with the new one. Okay. Okay. So now the screen is visible, and let me change the view so that I can also see some of you on screen, but it is too now cluttered, because if I go with this way, cluttered, it is still cluttered, because when you watch the recording it will not be looking good. So now I suppose it's okay. So screen is shared from my side, and for my confirmation again I'll ask Vijay Kumar sir, screen is visible?
Sir, no, sir.
Screen is not visible?
No, sir. Previous question only, sir.
Okay, fine. Let me see. Stop sharing. Resume presenting. Stop sharing. Okay. Now, this will let you take over from Swamy Vijay as the main presenter. Present now. No, wait a minute. No, I shared, I suppose, if I'm not wrong. Cancel. What about others? His screen is not visible? Praveen sir?
No visible, sir.
I'll write here, notice writing.
Yes, sir. It is visible.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now it is okay.
Right, notice writing.
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. So it's visible, fine. Okay, right, fine. Actually, I started sharing the screen still, that time. So that's why when Vijay Kumar sir told, then I changed, stop sharing. Then only this screen presentation started from this side. Okay, so notice writing is the one which we are going to practice. So I request all of you to please write along with me. Descriptive answers to be written. Please don't think that by watching you will understand all these things. So please open your notebooks and please start writing along with me. Okay. So notice writing we are going to practice. I'll write from the beginning. NOTICE. Notice writing. Praveen sir, please mute your microphone. Notice writing. Okay, now if you see, I have drawn one single line because notice writing is one title. So that is the reason why I have drawn one single line. These lines we might have been taught in lower classes, but we have forgotten. When general knowledge, just 1 minute, general knowledge I am speaking. When you drive a vehicle on a highway or in any state road, you will find different lines. You know, the road is divided into two lines, one way, the opposite way. Now right side I am drawing just for general knowledge I am speaking. If you find this kind of dotted line on the road, okay, what does it mean? You can overtake. If these kind of lines are present on the road, you can overtake there. But if you find a line like this, straight line on the road, that means you should not overtake there. Generally these kind of lines are present in the danger zone or in the circle. That means when you take a turn, in that turn they have given the straight line without any kind of break. So if you find this line, means what? You should not overtake. And if you find this kind of dotted lines, then you can overtake. Okay, so please follow the route regulations properly, just for general knowledge. Okay, so for English, if it is a single title, you have to draw one single line, and if you want to divide the title into 2 parts or 3 parts, then only you have to draw multiple lines. So punctuation is also very important. Now what I am going to do is, I will write the format once in front of you, then I'll write one answer in front of you for notice writing. So as I told you, everything must be written within the box. It is actually called borders. So what I do is, first I'll draw the border or box. Okay, I'll draw the box, and then what I do is I'll write here. Otherwise generally we don't draw the complete box because we don't know how much space it will take to complete. So generally I tell my students, for children, class 11 students, I'll tell don't draw the bottom line because we don't know how much length it needs. Okay, so first one is, what you have to write is, first one is we have to write the heading, or it is also known as address. ADDRESS, or you can call it as a heading. HEADINZ. All letters must be in equal size, shape and width and depth. Okay, because your writing skills means not only your way of writing answer, it is also matters about your handwriting. So be very clear. Then what we have to do after writing the address or heading spelling correct, HEADING or DDING? Spelling is correct, heading?
Correct, sir.
Right. Alright, okay. So after writing the address or heading, you need to leave some space in between these lines, and then you have to mention notice, NOTICE, and this notice, address and heading should come at the center alignment. You should not write towards the left side or right side. It should come under center alignment only. Then after that, leave some space and write the topic, or you can call it as a subject, TOPIC, or you can call it as a subject. SUBJECT. Topic or subject. It should also come at the center alignment. After that, what we have to do, leave some space and towards left side write date. DATE colon. What is the format of date writing? DD MM Y. So this is the format. MCQ bit. It can be asked even in MCQ format. Then what you have to do is you have to write the body of the notice. Okay, body of notice in, what is the word limit? Please give me message. 50 words only. Body of the notice should be written in the within the 50 words. And then what you have to do, after leaving some space of that body of the notice, NOTICE, we have to write by. You can write small or you can write capital, but end with the colon. And then you have to write the name of the issuing authority. And after that you have to write the designation, DEISG, designation, NATION, designation. And then you draw the line, complete, and then finalize this. So this is the format of notice writing in the examination. Address or heading, notice, topic and subject, date, body of the notice, by, name and designation. Now how the marks distribution happens? What is the mark distribution here is, if you write the title, notice, topic and subject, the marks 4 marks in examination, class 12, 11 exam, class 11th, class 12 examination 4 marks. Maybe they may change the marking number of marks in competitive examination, but let us go with the same. So how the marks? Format 1 mark, content 1 mark, expression 1 mark. So if your format is correct, if you have written in the right format, you will get 1 mark, and if your content is correct, 2 marks, and if your expression, coherence, grammatical accuracy, everything is correct, you will get 1 mark. So if you write in the exact format without any kind of a grammatical mistakes, with the right content, right and relevant content, then you will easily get out and out marks from this notice writing. So this is a format of writing notice. Okay, any questions, any doubts? If you have any questions or any doubts, you can ask me now. Otherwise, I'll write one example answer in front of you and then we'll go to the next topic. Okay, so let us go to the writing part of this notice. So now let me take one example. Like we have to issue a notice to the students of, we have to write a notice to issue the students of a school. Aruna, what is your doubt?
Sir, after date, what will be the punctuation mark, either comma or a full stop, sir? After date, sir.
After date, DATE, correct? You are asking after DATE writing?
Yeah, sir.
Colon.
Year after year. Yeah. After year, sir. Whether it is a comma or a full stop.
No. I'll write. Now that's why I'll write the exact one answer in front of you. Then you will get clarification.
Okay.
Because there are so many forms. There are we have to mention DAT. We have to write DAT. I'll write one example answer. And see, there are so many different formats of writing a date. That also I will explain. One format you have to follow. This is the simplest format without any errors, and you will get easily marked. Okay, so let us write one answer. You also write along with me. So the question is, in exam writing part, you will get a question like this. Write a notice for your school notice board. Write a notice for your school notice board about Independence Day celebration. CELEBRATIONS, celebrations. Okay, so write a notice for your school notice board about Independence Day celebrations within 50 words. Within 50 words. Then you are the principal. You are the principal. Let us take our school only. KV Lay. So this is a question. Now you have to write a notice and you have to write on the topic Independence Day celebrations and you have to write within 50 words and the designation is principal. Name is not mentioned. If name is not mentioned, you can straight away write the designation. If name is given, then you have to write the name and as well as the designation. Okay, so this is a question, example question I am giving. Now I will write this example, answer in front of you so that it will be easy for you to understand, and along with me you have to write. So now we are going to draw first 3 lines so that it will be easy for me and for you to write. Okay, so I have drawn these lines, and now the address of the issuing authority is KV Lay. So what I do is I'll write Kendriya Vidyalaya Lay in capital letters, KENDRYA Kendriya Vidyalaya. Now see, if the title is too lengthy, then what will you do? Either you have to expand these lines. In examination answer script, if you don't find those lines to expand, then what you can do is you can write in the second line, but it is always suggested to write in one single line. If the title is too lengthy, then you can write in this fashion: Kendriya Vidyalaya Lay, Ladakh, LADAKH, and it is UT. Okay, and then what you have to do, you have to underline both the lines. Okay, it is suggested to write in one single line, but if not, then you can write in this manner. Then what you have to do, now it is not looking center alignment, so what I do is, wait a minute, I'll make it center alignment. So I'll erase this one because the presentation part is very, very important. So I'll write like this, little closure, so UT. Now it looks center alignment. After that, what we have to write? We have to write whether it is a circular or notice. So it is a notice, so we'll write NOTICE, little gap, or in exams you can leave one line gap in between these two. Notice we have written center alignment. Now what is the subject? What is the topic of this notice writing? It is Independence Day celebration. So I'll write in this way: INDEPENDENCE, Independence Day celebrations, CELEBRATIONS. It sounds maybe silly for you why I am pronouncing. In examination hall also please internalize these things, because the thing is you can never write a spelling mistake in your answer. If you write a spelling mistake, you lose the impression. The examiner will lose impression on your answer part. So you need to be very clear with the spellings also. So what I have written the address of the issuing authority, whether it is a notice or a circular I had mentioned, and what is the topic or subject of this notice, Independence Day celebrations I had written. Now what we have to do, coming to the next part or the doubt, how to write a date and the remaining part. So now we'll extend this one. So I had written the notice heading, notice words, and then topic or subject. Then one line gap we have to leave. Towards your left side you can write like this, or you should write like this: DATE, or now look at the screen, colon, DATE colon, and now we'll write the date in the British format, simplest format. Today is 22nd. Okay, you can put dot, it looks good to the eyes. 10.2025. This is the way you have to write the date. Now, what is the American format? If you want to write American format, you can write, but it will be little confusing for the examiner. So what is the American way of writing here? You can write month first, date next, and year can be written in this manner. So how do you write? 10/22/2025. There are other formats also there. Like you write OCT, 22/2025. But whether it is the right format, whether I should put comma after OCT or after 22nd, which one is correct? Whether I have to put comma on OCT after or 22 after, which format is correct? OCT 22/2025. Or another way of writing like this, 22nd OCT, 2025. Or another way of writing like this, 22nd October 2025. So all these formats are confusing to us. So why should you use a confusing format of date, and why should you lose marks here? When it comes to objective question, when it comes to MCQ question, which one is correct? If they ask you the question, if they give you 4 different ways of writing the date, and if they ask you which one is correct and which one is wrong, then you have to find out answer. So now this one is perfect in American format. Now in between two, which one is correct? What is the right date of writing? October, 22/2025 or October OCT 22/2025. Which one is correct? And here if you see 22nd OCT, 2025 is correct. 22nd October 2025 is correct. Which one is correct? So there are so many different ways of writing dates are there. But when we are writing a descriptive part, our aim is to score maximum marks. Okay, so don't go with the other way of writing dates here. Just stick to the British format of writing the date. You can use hyphen in between. You can use a slant line or what you call space in between. That is permitted. But go to this simple format of writing the date. This type of questions may also come in examination. Which one is correct? October, 22nd 2025 is correct, or October 22nd 2025 is correct? Which one is correct? You start sending the messages, but I'll continue writing the answer. So what we have written? We have written here Kendriya Vidyalaya Leh Ladakh notice, Independence Day celebration and date. In some formats, in some books, they say that you have to write first the address, notice, and then you can write the date, and then you can write the topic. That is also permitted. That is also accepted. Either you can write date immediately after notice, or you can write date after completion of the topic and subject. That is also accepted. This is also accepted. But you should never write the date towards the right side of the notice writing. It should be written in the left side of the notice writing. Okay. Now, how to write the body of the notice? Now see here. I have shown you one example, but let us improvise that and write, because we are writing for a competitive examination. So we need to little improvise it. Okay. So how do you begin a notice for students of your school so that all students will get properly informed? Okay. So I'll write like this. You can also write. It is to notify. All of you please write down. It is to notify all the students and parents of KV Leh Ladakh DAKH. So what we have done, it is to notify. So we have clearly mentioned, so we are notifying something, or this is to notify. That in that way also you can write. It is to notify also correct. This is to notify also correct. This is to bring to the notice also correct. So anyway you can use. Okay. It is to notify all the students and parents of KV Leh Ladakh to attend, Independence Day celebrations. It is to notify all the students and parents of KV Leh Ladakh to attend Independence Day celebrations. Independence Day celebrations without fail. Okay, so we have just written what is the event. Now what we write, we'll write the information in this way. We'll write date of the event. We'll write date. So what is the date generally? 15 7 or 8 8 2020. This is October, so next year we'll write 2026, that is the date, and then venue, VENUE colon venue, morning assembly ground, morning assembly ground. So we have written date, we have written venue, morning assembly ground. Okay, now we'll mention time 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Okay, so now what we have written, whatever the information we have to convey, it is not conveyed in a single paragraph. We have divided the information in a proper manner. We have divided the information in a proper manner so that whoever reads your answer, they will understand you have proper specification of information. You have done the specification of information in a picture perfect manner. So what we have written, it is to notify all the students and parents of KV Leh Ladakh to attend independence celebrations without fail. Date we have written, venue we have written, time we have written. Now at the last, why this underline is coming again? Okay. At the last, what we do is all are requested to come to school. All are requested to come to Vidyalaya. We generally call Vidyalaya, but let us write school sharp 8 a.m. we'll write. Okay, sharp 8 a.m. Okay, we have written the concluding sentence also. So we have written the address, we have written the notice, we have written the topic, we have written the date, we have written the body of the notice, and then it should not be underlined, something is highlighting here, sharp 8 a.m. full stop. Okay, then what we have to do is remaining part we have to write here. So what is the remaining part? After this full stop, now we have to write who is the issuing authority for this notice. So the issuing authority will write here. So who is the issuing authority? By principal. Do we write principal or the principal? Which one is correct? Principal or the principal?
The principal.
Principal, Principal. Principal is correct, or the principal we write? The principal. Principal or the principal? Vijay Kumar sir.
So principal, sir.
Principal.
There is no article in front of designation, sir.
Correct. Okay. So don't lose marks here. Principal is the correct way. The principal can be written when you are writing a paragraph to specify one principal, but here the designation article, definite article is not present. So principal will write, but we need to write even this small part also. Principal which school? KV Leh Ladakh. Okay, and then little space will leave and will close the notice. No punctuation, no commas, no underline. This, if you see this date is underlined, it is actually auto highlighted, so please don't underline anything. It's a simple, it's showing underline something technical things are happening here, but don't underline anything. Even if you underline also not an issue, but no need for Underline to the principal is not correct. It is principal only. When you write a paragraph, when you write an article writing, there you have to use the principal. Okay. Good morning, respect. There also we don't use the correct. Good morning, respected principal or honorable principal. We don't write good morning, honorable, the honorable principal. We write good morning, respected principal or good morning, honorable principal. Okay. So now this is the way of writing a notice. I'll again explain one more time. The notice format to be written in this way. You need to write the address on heading. Then you should write notice title. Then you must write topic and subject or subject, and date format you have to write in the British format. Then the body of the notice to be written within 50 words, and then by name and designation. If the name is not mentioned, then you have to write the directly designation only. Now we have practiced one notice writing here with this example question, and I have written this example question is write a notice for your school notice board about Independence Day celebrations, inviting students to attend the program within 50 words. You are the principal, KV. Okay. So now I have written Kendriya Vidyalaya Ladakh as the address, underlined in single stroke, one line. Then notice I had written. Then Independence Day celebrations I have written. Date I have written in the simplest format, British format. Then what is the body of the letter? What is the notice? Through 2-3 ways you can write. It is to notify all the students, or this is to notify all the students, or this is to bring to the notice of all the students and parents of KV Ladakh to attend Independence Day celebration without fail. Date we have mentioned, venue we have mentioned, time we have mentioned, and all are requested to come to school sharp 8 a.m. by principal KV Ladakh. So this is the way we have to write the notice writing in examination. And here how many marks? It is for 4 marks. If you write the answer in the proper format, it is for 1 mark, and if you write the content properly, then it is for 2 marks, and if you write without any grammatical errors, maintaining the accuracy, coherence and everything, you will get 1 mark for that. So total it is for 4 marks. So from my side I shared the information of notice writing. And if you have any questions, you can ask me. Otherwise, we'll go to the next topic. Any questions? If you have no questions, please give a thumbs up so that I'll go further. Okay, so now we'll shift back to normal screen sharing. Okay, so next one we have to go with present now, English tier 2, this one. Okay. You can include staff also, sir. All the staff, teachers, everybody, because it depends upon the question. In the question, if you have mentioned about the staff, otherwise also you can include all the teachers, students and staff are requested to attend, like that. And you can modify the answer writing also. It is not like you have to follow my example answer writing only. You can write according to your own way, but you have to stick to the basics of the format and writing style of the notice. Okay. So we have completed the notice writing. Now poster, I'll show you on screen. I'll explain on screen, but making a poster takes a lot of time. Okay, so I will not draw that one, but I'll show you how to draw the poster, how to make the poster, and it is very time consuming also. So you should learn it and you should master it. Okay, so second topic is poster preparation. So after notice, what is a poster? Posters are placards displayed in a public place announcing or advertising something. Posters may be used to convey information among illiterates or information which can be understood with a lot of pictures or photos on some issues. So generally notice and circular are issued for the literate people who can read and write, whereas posters are issued for the masses, large number of people who cannot even read also can understood. So there are a lot of pictures, and pictographical representation of information is more important in the posters. Okay, so posters are generally meant for large, wide circulation of the information for each and everybody. Okay. The purpose of designing a poster is to create social awareness about issues related to current problems and needs, or to advertise, or even to extend public invitations and display notices. Okay, so when notice cannot convey the information properly to the general public audience, then we go with the posters preparation, or we go with the poster release. Mostly nowadays you can see posters convey great information. I mean, it's a good communicator. Actually, a poster, the help of pictures and everything, you can communicate. If you look at the notice, it is a very plain, simple paragraph which communicates information, but it is not very attractive. So generally nowadays, government ministries, departments, they issue posters only to communicate information to the audience or to the public. Okay, so that is the purpose. So posters are more effective than notice. So let us go to the examples now. Now look at these two posters. I have used AA, Artificial Intelligence, ChatGPT, and create. Yesterday experiential learning poster was also created by ChatGPT, but you may not need required to create such kind of very appealing and very creative posters in examination, but at least an example should be said. That's why I have created, and I'll show you normal example also. Okay, so what is this? True education leads to fearless questioning and independent thought. One idea I have created. So the pictures, the poster includes lot of pictures and lot of pictographical representation. Okay, now if you look at the second side, right side, experiential learning, instead of just explaining things, I have shown you the pictures. What is experiential learning? So in this way you have to create posters, and posters also carries 4 marks. For posters, there is no preferred format, but we have to go with some format. So I will give you one format also. So these are the 2 posters I have generated using the artificial intelligence. Then now look at this poster. All of you look at this poster. This is a poster issued by Ministry of Power. Ministry of Power address Sharma Shakti Bhavan, Rafi Marg, New Delhi 11001. And the title is Forms of Energy. When we move, we use up energy. Let's take a look at some forms of energy in action. Now in examination point of view, class 11 students have poster preparation. Right. So what do we do generally in the class 11 classrooms is we explain the students that posters to be created, posters to be drawn. So we use color pencils and all those things. But in exam hall, for like a competitive examination hall, you may also carry, if I could remember, I carried color pens, not sketch pens, color pencils. No need to don't carry sketch pens, you carry color pencils, so that when the question is asked, you can draw the picture using some color pencils. So what will happen? The evaluator will feel 2 things. One, the answer is of course appealing and interesting, visually good. Second thing is the evaluator, I mean the one who is going to evaluate a paper, psychologically, subconsciously, he or she feels that this candidate has done tremendous hard work. This candidate has done put tremendous effort to present the information in the most possible way. That means this candidate has interest to do this job. So these are the what you call cues which persons lead. For example, if you dress well, if you dress handsomely, if you groom yourself, if you prepare yourself thoroughly, cleanly, and if you well present yourself, if you present in a well pictured manner to an interview, the interview people subconsciously they will feel that this man is ready, thoroughly prepared, so he must be interested in doing this job. So that is the reason why we should prepare ourselves well facing an interview. In the same way, in examination answer sheet, if you present your answer in the most possible extraordinary way, the examiner will feel that okay, this candidate is really prepared, done his or homework, and now he presented with full energy without any kind of lacuna and negligence. So this candidate shows interest in doing this job. So these are the subconscious psychological cues which the examiner feels. Even you and I also evaluated so many answer scripts. CBSE answer scripts I have evaluated as assistant head examiner, assistant head examiner, head examiner, or even center superintendent. All those things I did. So whenever we find an extraordinary answer script, what does it mean extraordinary answer script? The handwriting is very beautiful. Generally girls write with a beautiful handwriting, and they will use all these pictures. They will underline the important sentences. They will highlight the important words. All these things makes their answer looks very effective. Content part is good, expression is good, and way of writing is also extraordinary. Obviously we show that answer script to other examiners and say, let us award good marks to these questions. So this is the psychology behind the examiner. So you should also present in the same manner. That is my request. Okay, now this is a poster on forms of energy. Now how to draw a poster or how to prepare a poster? Now there is no hard and fast rule to prepare a poster because there is no set of rules and guidelines provided by the CBSE. But I developed one set of rules. I'll explain on screen. If you look at this screen, top, if you see on the top, you see we have given one heading. Okay, and then we have written one single sentence, and then at the bottom, come to the bottom part, I have written who is the issuing authority, which department has issued this poster that I mentioned, and the address of the issuing authority I have mentioned. Remaining everything is left to you, depends upon your levels of creativity, but the condition is you should write less and you should draw more. So poster making is time consuming, it takes time, but if you write, if you prepare, if you can draw properly, then do it and you will get out and out marks. Only two important informations, two rules, two conditions you have to follow when you are preparing a poster. First one, the heading must be clear, block letters, bold letters, colorful, and one sentence you have to write, and then bottom you have to write the issuing authority, who is issuing this poster to the general public and their address. Remaining everything you can write, but pictures should be drawn and the information should be conveyed through pictographical representation. Words must be less and the pictures must be more. So this is one example. I know this cannot be drawn. This is very complicated. If you can draw it, but in our school, in our classes, we find some students who create posters better than the AA created. But you can follow this example, simple example. In this way you can create the poster. This you can take as a standard example for the poster making or poster preparation for examination, class 11 or even competitive examination also. But it takes time, it needs a lot of practice. Then if we go to the next one, we go with the few question answers, MCQ questions, so that we'll understand the descriptive part as well as the objective part. Now, if I could remember, we started from the top to bottom. So, if my remembrance goes up to Dev Kumar, Praveen, and in between, Narendranath joined now, so let us go with the sequence. Narendranath sir, please read the question.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir. Please read.
A poster is simply a dash visible medium that you use to communicate ideas and messages. A. Static. B. Fluid. C. Motion picture. D. Animation. Poster is a static visual media, sir.
Okay, all of you start answering, and these questions are given in your book also. A poster is simply dash visual medium that use to communicate ideas and messages. Static, fluid, motion picture, animation. So the answer is, all of you please send whether it's a static or a fluid or motion picture or animation. What is static? It is not static, Praveen sir. A poster is simply dash visual medium that used to communicate ideas and messages. It is in fluid in nature, because when you go through the information flows through the chart or flows through the poster. So it is option B. Option B. A poster is simply a fluid visual medium that used to communicate ideas and messages. Okay, right. So I suppose Naveen sir, you read correct?
Not yet, sir.
Okay, please read the second question, sir.
Okay, sir. What should be part of a poster? Option A, quotes. B, slogans. C, pictures. Option D, all the above.
Right. So
All
what
the
should be
above.
part of a poster? Whether we have to use only quotes, only slogans, only pictures, or all of the above. So it is easy question. We have to use quotes, slogans, pictures, and all the above we have to use. Okay. Next. Okay, right, fine. Now what I do is I'll go back to my iPad. I'll give you the format for notice writing so that it will be easy for you to understand. So where am I now? Am I in? Okay, I'm still in this. So I'll just stop sharing and then I have to share my tab here. So what should I do here? Just give me a second. Too much technology. Okay. I have to present. So I'll stop this screen from this side. Stop sharing. Okay, it's not presenting. I'll share. Okay, sir. Static as, but information flows through that so that you also share your audio device. No, continue. Start broadcast. Okay. So the screen is coming from my side. Is screen is visible? Right. Okay, so now we are going to draw the format of the poster. There is no prescribed format, but we need to know how to draw in case exam, if they give in the exam, if they given the question how to draw the poster. So I'll give you the format of poster making. So please write down along with me poster, P-O-S-T-E-R, poster format. Poster format I am going to draw. So whenever they ask you a question, you need to follow this format. So same, you need to draw a box and in that box you have to complete the poster. So all of you please draw along with me. So what you do in the poster is you need to write the title clearly. T-I-T-L-E. No, I am getting tired. Wait a minute. It should become in the center of the page. So you have to write the title, clear title, depending upon the question. Whatever the title is given, write in the colorful manner and underline it, and then write one single sentence here. Okay, one full sentence you have to write here. So I don't draw a line. I'll write one single sentence here. One single introductory sentence. One single introductory sentence you have to write after the title. This is the first. Then at the bottom you have to write the issuing authority, issuing authority, and then address also you have to write. You have to write the complete postal address of the issuing authority. Complete postal address you have to write. So these two are compulsory. In the poster you have to write the title and then you have to write the issuing authority. Then what you have to draw is, the basic thing is you have to draw one picture, big picture at the center of the page. Then towards your right side you can draw one small pictures, two pictures, and left side you can draw one more picture, and towards the left bottom you can draw one more picture. At least 4 or 5 pictures you have to draw, but the center one should be the main picture which convey or communicate the information. For example, they have given you prepare a poster or make a poster or draw a poster to create awareness about dengue fever or malaria. So how do you draw it? So you need to draw the picture consisting or containing the pictures of the dengue mosquito, female Aedes mosquito, and then what are the issues, what are the problems we are going to face, how to avoid that. All those things you have to draw, not to write. Then you can use slogans somewhere, or you can write quotes, You can write catchy sentences, CATCHY. Catchy words you can write, or you can even write your own one-liners. It is called one-liners. So anything which you feel is important and connected, you can write the one-liner. But what is the basic purpose of a poster? To communicate the information in the simplest manner with more pictures. So that is the purpose of the poster. So when an examination, if they ask you a question in descriptive question, then you must draw the poster in the clear manner so that you will fetch out and out marks. Now what is the mark distribution of this? If you write this poster, if you write the title, format properly, you will get 1 mark, and if you write the content, 1 mark, and if your expression is good, less number of words and more pictures, then you will get 1 mark for your expression, coherence and grammatical accuracy. So this is also for 4 marks. So I have not drawn anything, because if I try to draw one poster in front of you, it will take minimum 10 to 15 minutes, because I have to draw the pictures and then I have to write the slogans, I have to write the quotations. All will take different lot of time. And another thing, when you are drawing the picture, when you are drawing a poster, use different fonts, sizes and colors. Okay, so you need to use different font sizes, different fonts like Times Roman or Sam's Roman, like there's so many fonts. So you need to write in the different fonts, you need to write with the different sizes of the words, and then you need to use different colors to make your posters look attractive. So these are the minimum basic lines or guidelines or instructions we need to follow to make a poster eye appealing, eye pleasing, heart catching, okay, to score 4 marks in the examination. So it is 8:25, only 2 topics are completed, 2 more topics are pending. We completed notice writing and poster preparation explanation. Now if you have any questions from your side, you may ask me now. If you have any questions, you can ask me. If you have no questions, then please send one thumbs up. The books have not come and the delivery agent did not come. He was scared of collecting 17 books. Sir, can I use multiple color pens? Multiple color pencils, Debrata. Don't use sketch pens, because it may sometimes, the ink of the sketch pen may spoil the paper. So better to use color pencils. Okay, right, fine. So books not been collected. Tomorrow they'll come with a 4-wheeler big van. They'll come and they'll collect 17-18 books. For them, difficult to collect. Okay, fine. So now if you are all comfortable with poster and notice, 2 short compositions, now let us go to the 3rd short composition. As I told you, please be prepared to attend up to 9 o'clock. So half an hour more I'll take, and let us see 2 topics are there. In that 2 topics, we have to complete advertisements and invitation, replied invitation. We'll see at least out of 2 topics, we'll see advertisements to be completed within the next 15-20 minutes, and then we'll complete the invitation. If not possible, then in the next class we'll complete the invitation. Okay, so I'll again shift back to normal slides. Too much of technology, but we need to be technically sound and strong these days. Then only we can survive in this modern world. So now there is a saying like nowadays we will be treated as illiterate if we don't know the technology. Technical skills are also part of now literacy. So we need to be strong even the technical skills. So let us go to the advertisement writing. So shall we start advertisement writing? Right. Okay. So I'll take one more cocktail. Right. So 4 skills we have to learn under short compositions according to the EMRS syllabus. The first one is notice writing, which we completed. Second one is poster making, which we completed. And the third one is advertisement. But advertisement, we have to go with the CBSE advertisements, not like the advertisements which we watch on screen, TV, mobile phone, or on hoardings. So what is an advertisement writing? An advertisement is a public promotional notice or announcement calling the attention of the public, and asking for or offering services like buying and selling property. It can be used to advertise for bride, bridegroom, wanted, lost and found, etc. Advertisements have a specific format and word limit of 50 words. All short compositions word limit is 50 words. Now what is an advertisement? Generally advertisements are given to promote some product or to sell some product or to attract people to buy their products. That is the main purpose. But in examination point of view, in academic examination point of view, CBSE class 11 point of view or competitive examination point of view, we should learn advertisements, not commercial advertisements. We have to learn classified advertisements. So there are two kinds of advertisements are there. First one is classifieds and second one is commercial. What is commercial advertisement? The advertisements you saw on paper front page, newspaper front page, or on TV or on mobile phone, audio advertisements, video advertisements. Audio means like Spotify, if you listen, then you will find the audio advertisements, and if you watch YouTube, you will find the video advertisements. Okay, if you read the newspapers on the front page, you will find the picture advertisements. Okay, print advertisements, print media, electronic media advertisements. Print advertisement is there, motion picture advertisements are there. Those are commercial advertisements. Okay, whereas we are going to study the classified advertisements. So what is a classified advertisement? Classified advertisements are those advertisements which are printed in the classified columns of the newspaper. Mostly third page or fourth page, if you open, you will find a classified columns. In that classified columns, they will print small advertisements without any pictures, without any kind of commercial activities. So they give classified columns. So the advertisements which are printed in the classified columns is called or are called classified advertisements or classified advertisements. Commercials are not part of class 11 or examination point of view. Now these classified advertisements are issued not to sell something or not to attract the buyers. These classified advertisements are given for 5 different purposes. Those are 5 different types of classified advertisements are there. 5 different purposes are there. So that's why they issue these classified advertisements. So now let us understand types of classifieds. Why these types are there? Because the different purpose. One classified advertisement has one purpose, another classified advertisement has another purpose. So based upon the purpose of the advertisement issue, these classifieds are divided into 5 types. Now what are those classifieds 5 types? First one is situation vacant. Second one is situation wanted. Third one is to let or sales advertisements or purchase also. Then fourth one is lost or found. Generally we call it as a lost and found advertisement. And the fifth one is matrimonial advertisement, which includes bride wanted and groom wanted. So these are the different types of advertisements. Another type of advertisement is also there under classified columns. It is arbitrary or death advertisement. So if somebody passed away, if somebody is dead, so they will issue these arbitrary advertisements or death advertisements. Generally we don't get those kind of advertisements in academics, but in examination point of view, still I teach in class students, 11th class students, that arbitrary advertisements may also come. So they will begin like for the sad demise of so and so person on so and so date, we heartfelt, like that they write. But generally these are not part of arbitrary advertisements, are not part of the classified advertisements. So there are 5 types of classified advertisements are there: situation vacant, situation wanted, to let or sales or purchase or even rent, and then lost, found, lost and found, and matrimonial advertisement. Matrimonial advertisements are further divided into bride wanted, groom wanted. Okay, these are the different types. Now, how to write an advertisement? See, as I told you, 5 different types of advertisements. For situation vacant, one way we have to write. For situation wanted, another way we have to use. And for to let advertisements, different purpose way. So, and then lost and found advertisements are different, and then matrimonial advertisements are different. So there is no a particular set of single pointed rules for all these advertisements. Depending upon the advertisement, we need to write the advertisement. So what I am doing is, in this class I'll explain one type of advertisement, and remaining type of advertisements how to write, you please read in the book so that you will get to know. Otherwise, for 5 types of advertisements, if I start explaining each and everything, then it will take 2-3 hours to complete. In class also, advertisements topic will take at least 3 to 4 periods minimum to complete this topic. So I'll just introduce you this topic. One advertisement I'll show you, one advertisement I'll write on screen, and we'll complete this topic. Okay, so now there are different steps to be followed to write different advertisements. So situation vacant advertisement different, situation wanted advertisement is different. Okay. So before we jump into this writing skills of writing advertisements in front of you, let me ask you, there are 3 words in English which always create some confusion or lot of confusion. I need you to answer for these 3 words, meanings of these 3 words in the text box. The first word is employer, EMPLOYER, meaning you need to give employer. Second one, employee, EMPLOYEE, who is an employee. Third one, employee, EMPLOY. 3 words, meanings you have to give. Employer means what? Employee means what? And employee means what? EMPLOYER means what? EMPLOYEE means what? And EMPLOY means what? What is the difference between employer, employee, employee? Please send the text messages. Employee, employee, employer. Okay. So, okay, Arunama. So, who is an employer? Job giver. Who is an employee? Job seeker. So simple. Employer means job giver. Employee means job seeker. Employee means somebody who works in a particular organization. He is considered as an employee of the organization. Okay. Now situation vacant. Let us go back to previous slide. Now situation vacant advertisement. Correct, Ashok sir. Situation vacant advertisement is given by an employer. Situation wanted advertisement is given by an employee or job seeker. That means if you are a owner of a company, you will issue an advertisement to recruit some people. That type of advertisement is called situation vacant advertisement. And you are a postgraduate, you have lots and lots of experience, and you want to conduct or start tuitions. So what do? You will issue a situation, you wanted advertisement. That means I have this much of qualification, this much of these many years of experience. So I would like to conduct tuitions or home tuitions. So I want these and those requirements. So you will find so many home tutors give this kind of situation wanted advertisement. So for our competitive examination point of view, situation vacant advertisement is given by employer. Situation wanted advertisement is given by an employee, or situation vacant advertisement is given by the job provider, job giver. Situation wanted advertisement is given by the job seeker. Okay. Now how to draw or how to write, so not draw, how to write a situation vacant advertisement. So how to write? Step 1, post which a candidate is required. For example, common example I'll give you. As a principal of a school or a college, you have to issue an advertisement to recruit postgraduate teachers in English. Okay, so what do you write? Post to which a candidate is required. So postgraduate teacher is required, that you will mention. Then qualification you have to mention. What qualification? MA English literature. And B.Ed is also, if you want to make compulsory, you can make compulsory. Experience, if you want experienced candidate like 5 years experience or 10 years experience, that you will mention. Age also you will mention. Date of birth and sex also you will mention. Because see, when you write an advertisement for situation vacant, you can prefer age range. The candidates in between 25 to 30 only apply. Generally, private institutions nowadays prefer the young teachers or young workers. Then date of birth is not required to mention exactly, and gender should be mentioned, or sex should be mentioned. You prefer only male or you prefer only female, that should be mentioned. Then salary offered and pegs mentioned, promised how much salary you are going to offer, what are the other pegs you are going to offer. Generally we'll write as a negotiable. And then mailing address and contact number, correspondence address, to which address they have to contact you, and contact number you have to mention. Interview schedule, if you want to conduct an interview, then on which date or what date you are going to conduct the interview. Then how to begin with wanted or required, you have to begin. I'll show you the example answer. And mode of applying, whether you want the people to apply through online or offline, that you have to mention. And any other relevant and important information. So all this information is given in the book, you can read it. So now we'll see one example. The format we'll see first. So this is simple format of advertisement. You need to mention the title. What is the title? If it is a situation vacant, write situation vacant. If it is situation wanted, write situation wanted. If it is a to let, write to let. If it is for sale, write for sale. If it is lost and found, write lost and found. If it is matrimonial, then whether it is bride wanted or groom wanted. So only one title you have to write. And then body of the advertisement, in one single paragraph you have to write the body of the advertisement, and that too within 50 words only. So body of the advertisement should be written within 50 words only, and that too in a single paragraph. Very simple format. It is not very complicated. Simple format, title and the body of the advertisement. And the spelling of advertisement is wrong here, if you have mentioned, if you have noticed. Okay. Where is wrong? Whether it is wrong in the 2.3.4.1.4 or whether it is in the body of the advertisement, you find out. Okay, because we are all tired, so you may not find 20 minutes still I have to. Now see here. What is the example format for an advertisement? Situation vacant only we are discussing. What are the steps we have to follow? Body of the advertisement is wrong or no? Keen observation. Most of us are tired. So, right. What is the way of writing body of advertisement? Now see here. The capital letters, situation vacant. Underline it. Okay, title should be underlined. Then how I have begin this? You can use this example. You can write in a better manner also. Applications are invited for the post of a receptionist for our school with fluency in English. Candidates of either sex between the age group of 28 and 35 years having a pleasant personality may only apply. Postgraduate in English with diploma in journalism will be preferred. Pay allowance and other pegs negotiable. Apply to the principal of KVS Nunmati. That time I was working in Assam, Guwahati. Within 3 days of this advertisement, kvioc.net in or mobile number. So this is the way you have to write one advertisement. So you can see here, whatever we have discussed, almost everything is covered in this answer writing. So title is situation vacant. If it is situation wanted, we'll write the situation wanted. If it is to let, then we'll write the to let. Of course, situation wanted, situation vacant has the same format of writing. How did we begin? Applications are invited. So we are asking the requisite, required candidates who has the requisite qualification to apply. So applications are invited for the post of a receptionist for our school with fluency in English. Conditions started with fluency in English. Candidates of either sex means what? Both male and female can apply. Age group of 28 and 35 years. So below 28 and above 35 years are not preferable, not required. having a pleasant personality. What type of personality they should have? Pleasant personality, not pleasing personality. Pleasant. That means they should know how to communicate with people effectively in a pleasant manner. Only apply. Then postgraduate qualification is shown. Postgraduate in English with diploma in journalism will be preferred. Pay, allowance and other perks negotiable. Apply to the principal of KVIOC Nunmati within 3 days of this advertisement, and kvioc.net.in our contact number. So this is the way we have to write one advertisement. So this is the explanation of advertisement. Now we'll go with the some question answers practice. Okay. Now who are in the sequence? Let me see. Okay. Prince Kumar. Can you hear me, Prince? Right. Ranjita ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Please read the question.
What is the motive of an advertisement? Option A, to influence masses. Option B, to promote the sales of product. Option C, both A and B. Option D, none.
All of you start sending the answers. Question number 2. What is the motive of an advertisement? What is the motive of an advertisement? Question number 2. Why 3 Jyoti Chaube ma'am? It is option B. You have just joined, that's why you got little confused. Please attend classes on time. So what is the motive of advertisement is to influence masses, to promote the sales of product, both A and B, none. So which one is correct? Second one, second question, the answer option is B, to promote the sales of the product. That is the motive of an advertisement. If it is asked what is the motive of a classified advertisement, then it is different. Okay, so answer to the question is what is the motive of an advertisement is to promote the sales of product. Next, after Ranjita ma'am, Shiv Kumar, third question.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
In an advertisement, name and address of the company are dash details. A, useless. B, essential. C, waste. D, none.
Right. So answer is, all of you start sending. Answer is whether in advertisement, name and address of the company, whether they should mention the address and name of the company in the advertisement, whether it is important or not, whether it is useless, essential, waste, none. Which one is? Its answer is obviously option B. It is essential. Okay. Now invitation is there, but before that let me draw this advertisement in front of you so that you will practice, and we'll see if I can at least introduce you invitations, then fine. Otherwise we'll conduct in the next class. Okay, so let me stop presentation here, stop sharing, and then now again I have to go back here. Where am I? Okay, here I am here. Then start sharing, continue, start broadcast. Okay, right. Is screen visible? All of you? Right, fine. 8:47. We have to learn. Classes are lengthy, I know, but I'm not feeling tired because this is our subject or my subject, your subject. So no tension, nothing. I can explain for hours together, but let us stick to the timing. I told you that 2 hours classes minimum. Okay, so let us come to advertisement part. So first let us draw the format. All of you please draw along with me. Advertisement format. ADVERTISCMENT. Advertisement. ADVERTISCMENT. Advertisement format. Okay. So what is the format of an advertisement? It is very simple. You have to draw simple box and then write the title TITLE at the center, and then body of the advertisement, and the word limit is 50 words. Simple. Classified advertisements we are discussing. Okay, now how many types of advertisements are there? Let me again tell you. There are 5 types of advertisements are there. The first one is situation, SITUATION, situation vacant, VACANT. This is issued by employer, EMPLOYER, or job giver, GIVER, job giver. The second type of advertisements are situation wanted, WANTED, and these advertisements are given by employee or job seeker. Okay, now we stick to this 2 only, and in that I'll explain situation vacant advertisement. So the question is, you are the principal of, generally we restrict ourselves to academics only. So the question is like this: you are the principal of CBSE school and you want to recruit a PGT English teacher, so issue an advertisement. That is a question. Now how do you write? As I told you, first draw the box. Now this time bigger box, I mean rectangle box you have to draw, not square box. Okay, and then you will write the information. So what is this one? It is a situation vacant, SITUATION, situation. Situation vacant, because you want to recruit, so you will issue a situation vacant advertisement, VACANT, situation vacant advertisement. Center alignment you have to do. Okay, then you will write the body of the advertisement in this manner, simple manner. 4 marks, you will get it easily without any doubt. But only thing is, you need to understand whether they asked you situation vacant advertisement or situation wanted advertisement. So that clarity you must have, and I believe that you have that much clarity after attending these classes. Okay, so this is the situation vacant advertisement. So how do we start? Don't start like a wanted. You are not asking some criminals to apply, so don't straight away begin with wanted. You'll write in this way: applications. Please write down along with me. Applications, CATAPPLICAT. Applications, or please write down. Once you write down along with me, then only it will go into your mind, it will sink into your bones and brain. Applications are invited, INVITED, invited for the post of PGT English teacher. Applications are invited for the post of PGT English teacher in our school. Okay, applications are invited for the post of PGT English teacher in our school. Masters in English with B.Ed, Masters in English with B.Ed, and minimum, please write down properly, minimum 5 years of experience, EXPERIENCE, minimum 5 years of experience teaching, 5 years of experience teaching in a reputed, REPUTED, reputed CBSE school. Applications are invited for the post of PGT English teacher in our school. Masters in English with B.Ed and minimum 5 years of experience teaching, minimum 5 years of experience of teaching What is correct? 5 years of experience of teaching of should be written. Minimum 5 years of experience of teaching in a reputed CBSE school at senior secondary level. Senior secondary level. So we have given now what you call qualification and requirements. Masters in English with B.Ed and minimum 5 years of experience of teaching, or minimum 5 years of teaching experience. That also you can write experience of teaching, or we can write teaching experience in a reputed CBSE school at senior secondary level, not primary, not secondary. Okay. Then whether we want to take only female teachers or male teachers. So we'll go in this way. Both male and female candidates, both male and female candidates with excellent communication skills in English may only apply. Okay, now see the last line again I have to erase, because so generally we don't draw the bottom line. May only apply, and we have to stick to the word limit also. We cannot write too much also, and we cannot leave any vital information also. Okay. So I have written applications are invited for the post of PGT teacher, English teacher in our school. Masters in English with B.Ed and minimum 5 years of teaching experience. You can start ever write 5 years of experience of teaching in a reputed CBSE school at senior secondary level. Both male and female candidates with excellent communication skills in English may only apply. Then salary is negotiable. Negotiable. Spelling mistakes should not be correct. Salary is negotiable. Okay, we have not given any fixed salary. Salary is negotiable. Then what we write? Interested, INTERESTED. Interested candidates. Interested candidates may apply to the principal. Please write down. We'll finish it. Its time is 8:55. 5 minutes we have. Interest, INTERESTED. Interested candidates may apply to the principal. One school will write to the principal. Which one will write? Any school will write like principal. Government.
Take Navodaya, sir.
Which one, Vijay Kumar sir?
Navodaya, sir.
Okay, Navodaya, right, fine. Thank you, sir. To the principal, Navodaya Vidyalaya, Bangalore. In Bangalore it is there. Bangalore, Bengaluru, within 5 days. Within 5 days. Time is also given, not like 1 month, 2 weeks, 2 weeks are done. So interested candidates may apply to the principal Navodaya Vidyalaya Bangalore, Bangalore within 5 days. Full stop. Or not full stop. Or you may contact. So offline, it is not online. They have to send the application through offline. So interested candidates may apply to the principal Navodaya Vidyalaya Bengaluru within 5 days, or you may contact. So I will write one number like 949293. No, just a minute. Let me just a minute. I am not writing properly. Tired. Not, you may not require. So directly we can write contact. or contact 9494 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 4. Okay. This is the way we have to complete writing the advertisement. Wait a minute. Okay, so let's stop this. So this is the way you have to write a complete advertisement. I'll read once and then we'll complete this class. So when you are asked to write a situation vacant advertisement within 50 words, you need to present information in a proper manner. So applications are invited for the post of PGT English teacher in our school. Master in English or MA in English with B.Ed and minimum 5 years of teaching experience in a reputed CBSE school at senior secondary level. Both male and female candidates with excellent communication skills in English may only apply. Salary is negotiable. Interested candidates may apply to the principal Navodaya Vidyalaya, Bagalur, Bengaluru within 5 days or contact 9494949494 10-digit mobile number. So you should write the 10-digit mobile number. So all these things must be written properly without any kind of grammatical mistakes or spelling errors or any kind of misuse of information. So in this way we have to write the advertisement. Only one advertisement I have demonstrated, I have written in front of you, but situation wanted advertisement is there, and then to let advertisement is there, then we have lost and found advertisement is there, we have matrimony advertisement, bride wanted, groom wanted advertisements are there. All those advertisements, you please go through the book, read it, or once we complete the tier 1, when we start the tier 2 classes, that time I'll revise, I will complete all those topics. Okay, so let me revise once again. 5 minutes I'll take, 9 o'clock, 5 minutes I'll take, please. So what we have completed today, let me just summarize and let me just recapitulate so that it will be easy for you all to understand what we have done in this 2 hours class. Okay, I know that you are all tired, you are all hungry, but please 2 minutes will complete this class today with a proper ending. Okay, so in this class we plan to complete section B, one part which comes under creative writing skills, that is short composition. So under short compositions we wanted to complete today notice writing, we completed successfully. Then second one is poster making, that is also completed successfully, and then classified advertisements, and also completed one classified advertisement demonstration was done or written in front of you, that is situation vacant. Formal, informal invitation and reply we'll take up in the next class, and then we'll continue in the same class, we'll continue the long compositions, speech writing, debate writing, report writing, article writing, letter to editor and job application. So these remaining topics will complete in the next class.